I Shalom. It's your brother Dan Allah from the 716 area, and I'm back at you with another quick breakdown through the spirit and power. All right, so without further ado, I want to say Kal Hala, Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Rakah Kadash. All right, double honors to our elders, of course. Salutations to the brothers and sisters that magnify this truth from the four corners of the earth and have given their body as a living sacrifice. All right, and I'm here in the book of Luke, chapter 12, verse 34, and I want to bring out something that's very, very, very important, all right? Something that we all should be doing, and that's watching, all right? So if you're not watching, you're slipping, and if you're slipping, you're not going to make it, all right? So with that, I'm going to get right into it. So this is the book of Luke, chapter 12, and verse 34. For where your treasure is, there will your heart be also. So whatever your mind is focused on, that's where your treasure is. All right. So if you focus and occupied on the scriptures, then your mind will be towards Yahweh. All right. It says, let your loins be girded about and your lights burning. All right. So you got to show yourself a man, right? And your lights burning, meaning what? All right. You should be constantly watching, thinking. Your mind should be esteeming, all right, to this truth. All right. You should be occupying towards the word of Yahweh. All right. It says, and ye yourselves like unto men that wait for the Lord. All right. Being patient. It says, when he will return from the wedding, all right, that when he cometh and knocketh, they may open unto him immediately, right? Because if you're, all right, watching and you paying attention, when he knock at the door, you're going to be able to open immediately. But if you caught slipping or you sleeping, you're going to miss that knock, man. All right. It says, blessed are those servants who the Lord was, Salakia, whom the Lord, when he cometh, shall find watching. So you're blessed if you in the spirit of watching. Meaning what? You should be getting into the current events. All right. You should be, looking up articles, watching news clips. All right. Presenting them in front of Israel. All right. You should be on top of everything that's going on. All right. If we supposed to be watchmen for the house of Israel, then we up on that tower and we supposed to forewarn the people of what's about to take place. All right. So it says, blessed are those servants whom the Lord, when he cometh, shall find watching. It says, verily I say unto you that he shall gird himself. All right. Meaning what? Be prepared. Right. It says, and make them to sit down to meat and will come forth and serve them. Right. It says, and if he shall come in the second watch and come in the third watch, right, and find them so, blessed are those servants. So whatever time he return and find men doing so, blessed are those servants. All right. Verse 39, it says, and this know that if the good man of the house had known what hour the thief would come, he would have watched. Right. Because if you knew that a thief was getting ready to come and ramshack your house, man, right, and you prepared yourself, you'll be ready for the thief. Right. But if you're not prepared and that thief come while you're sleeping, all right, the thief is going to come by surprise. All right. It says, and not have suffered his house to be broken through. It says, but ye therefore ready also, for the Son of Man cometh at an hour when ye think not. All right, so the Lord is going to return at that time and hour, when we not thinking about it. When when the rest of the world is asleep, the world is the Lord is gonna come and visit this place, man. But the watchmen, all right, since they're on that tower, all right, since they're preparing themselves, right, they're gonna be blessed because they're gonna be ready for the Lord's return. All right, verse 41, it says, Then Peter said unto him, Lord, speakest thou this parable unto them, or even to all, right? And the Lord said, Who then is this faithful and wise steward, right? Whom his Lord shall make ruler over his household, to give them their portion of meat in due season. It says, Blessed is that servant whom the Lord, when he cometh, shall find so doing. All right, so if you're a good steward, right, the Lord said, blessed is that man that's doing the work, that's watching, occupying in these words, right? It says, Of a truth I say unto you, that he will make him ruler over all that he has, right? It says, But if that servant say in his heart, My Lord, delay of his coming, right? Because you got men that fall out this truth, man. They feel like they can go back in the world and kind of get some more things accomplished, all right? And kind of just, lollygag and be entertained by this, by the, by this society, right? They delaying. They believe that the Lord will come, or he'll come back 25 years from now, 20 years. They're going to get caught in that, man. Right? It says, and shall begin to beat his manservants and maidens, and to eat and drink and be drunken. It says, the Lord of that servant will come in a day when he looketh not for him. Right? So you prolonging, right? You think time is dragging. You kind of learn a little bit in the word, in this truth, and you think that you got enough time to go back in the world and be wicked as hell, right? Time gonna catch up with you, all right? And the Lord's gonna visit you in the day that thou knowest not, man. All right? It says, and at an hour when he is not aware, I will cut him in slaughter. It says, and will appoint him his portion with the unbelievers. So you're going to be appointed with a portion of the unbelievers, right? You're going to get treated like everybody else in the day of the Lord's visitation. Many men are going to get caught in that lake of fire, man. A lot of men today are nuke food, man. All right? It says, and that servant which knew his Lord's will and prepared not himself, neither did according to his will, shall be beaten with many stripes. So those men that fell out, man, or those men that's even in the truth, right, who claim to be prophets, but they're not watching, all right? They're not paying attention to the times, right? The Lord said that he will even be beaten with stripes, man. So we commanded to watch. You're not really in this thing if you're not watching, man. All right? Let's go to Luke 21. Let's go over a few chapters. All right. So Luke 21 in verse 6, it says, As for these things which ye behold, the days will come in the which there shall not be left one stone upon another. Right? It says, Salakia, and that's the wrong precept. I'm on 36, Salakia. Bear with me. Right? So Luke 21:36, it says, Watch ye therefore and pray always, that ye may be accounted worthy to escape all these things that shall come to pass. Right? So if you watching and you praying, all right, you reading, you staying occupied in this truth, all right, you being a good steward of Yahweh Bashem Yahushai, right? You'll be accounted worthy to escape all of these things, right? It says that shall come to pass. And it says, and to stand before the Son of Man. So those men are the only men that will be worthy to stand in front of Yahushai. The whole world is not going to be worthy enough to do that because everybody's wicked as hell and they sleep, man. All right. So the Lord is making that clear, man. Right? So let's go to Revelation chapter 3, verse 3. Right? So this is Revelation chapter 3, verse 3. Remember, therefore, how thou hast received and heard, and hold fast and repent. If therefore thou shalt not watch, I will come on thee as a thief. All right? And thou shalt not know what hour I will come upon thee. So only the men of Yahweh Bashem Yahushai, all right, is going to be aware, all right, or kind of consent when the Lord return is. No one knows the time and the hour, but through prophecy and right and comparing, these latest articles or the signs of the times, man, right, and tying it all in together. You can see, all right, roughly around when the Lord is going to come, all right, because you watching, man, right? So now let's go to the book of Mark, chapter 13, all right? Book of Mark, chapter 13, and verse 35. It says, watch ye therefore, for ye know not when the master of the house cometh, at even, Salakia, or at midnight, or at the cock crowing, or in the morning. So no one knows exactly the time, right? It says, lust coming suddenly, he find you sleeping, right? You don't want to get caught sleeping, man, right? It says, and what I say unto you, I say unto all, watch. So if you in the spirit of Yahweh Bashem Yahushai and you've been gifted with the eyes to see, you're supposed to use those eyes, all right, and declare when you see these things happening, because you're supposed to be sitting at the watchtower and we are the watchmen. All right, and that is very important, man. Right, let's go to 1 Peter. Right? Slovakia, I'm all over the place. 1 Peter chapter 4, verse 7. It says, but the end of all things is at hand. So we have to always remember, all right, the prophets and disciples of old been saying that the end is at hand. So how much more now? All right. We see a lot of things jumping off, man. All right. So the end is definitely at hand, man. It says, be ye therefore sober, not given to other philosophies, not following the commandments of man, occupying in these scriptures, watching as you commanded. And it says, and watch unto prayer. And also, man, being fervent with prayer. Paying attention, man. Right? Watching and not slipping. Ain't no excuses, man. This is part of the ministry. You cannot be a prophet if you are not watching. It works hand in hand, man. All right, so with that, I hope it was edifying through the spirit and power of Yahweh Bashem Yahushai. Until next time, a mighty shalom.